Go back.
All right, what's going on, guys? I'm not using my mic for this, so I hope that the audio is okay. We are on the way to the boneyard for cars where they go to die because I accidentally over-torqued a connecting rod bolt, and that really sucks. I stretched it for sure. I could see it and feel it with my fingers. Stupidest thing I've ever done. Not really, I've done some stupid stuff. So we're on the way out. Yesterday, I already halfway ripped an M104 all the way apart. I was lucky to find one out there. It's actually the same one that I got the valve cover off of. I've already got a crane hooked up to it so that we can lift up the engine and get the pan taken out of it. The problem is that I've got some subframe that's in the way of getting the pan out so that we can get to the connecting rod bolts. And that's kind of a problem. I brought my Sawzall with me, and what we're gonna do is we are just gonna cut that subframe out, and then we're gonna rip that pan out of there, and we're just gonna send it. I'm gonna get all the connecting rod bolts out of there just to have them. I might even pull some main bearing bolts too, just because why not? And yeah, that's where we're headed right now. All right, we made it. Let's go find our donor. I see that yellow crane over there. I think nobody moved it. So this poor girl was in some type of front end collision. So it gave me the ability to just hammer and slam all this stuff out of the front. Here's what we look like. Okay, I already got the pan undone. But our problem is this radiator support and the subframe that's underneath here. So I'm just gonna cut them both out. Okay, so got the subframe and radiator support out of the way, got the oil pan out of the way. Now we have clear access to the baffle and the oil pump. We're gonna drop all that out of the way and rip some of these bolts out of there. Let's do this. So, best way I have found in dealing with oil and coolant getting all over the place and then having to lay in it, go find some random car or the car you're working on, rip something out of there like this trunk bed cover, and use it to lay on while you get dripped on with oil. Then go get yourself some dirt, rub it on the areas that you got oil on, clean it all off, you're good to go. Remember, keep track of your bolts. Put them all on the ground so you know where they are. Well, there it is. So, I'm going to pull some of this off here and then we can take a look at what it looks like underneath just out of curiosity. Here's the backside in here. There you go, you got a good look at the piston up in there. What does 1 say? Mine said 54 or something for 1. I think that's, 53. Huh. Yeah, mine says 54. I don't know why number 1 has this number written on it. I don't know what that number means. All right, let's take some of these caps off, take a look at the bearings, just out of curiosity. Wow. That looks better than mine. Look at that. That looks brand new. This might have been replaced, or this has like 60,000 miles on it. No, genuine Mercedes, look at that. That's crazy. That looks brand new. The cap wants to come right out. Again, that looks better than mine. There's almost no wear on that too. That's crazy. I'll bet you genuine Mercedes. Yep, genuine Mercedes. That's nuts, man. I guess if you drive these the opposite of how you drive mine, it'll last a long time. Even if you drive it like I drive mine. Why am I putting this back in? Okay. Here's this here. Look at that. It's beautiful. Look at that. And it's kind of hard to see, but I got that piston pushed up in there. You can't see it, but the cross hatching looks good. I'm gonna rip these bolts out of here so we can finish our build, yeah? What's going to happen when I let this thing back down onto its motor mounts. I know the motor mounts aren't on this subframe, they're on the next one back, but let's see what happens. Oh wow! Well, there you go. That's what happens. Let's roll. All right. Woo! I am stoked. That was the fastest resolution to that problem that I've ever thought was possible. All right, so for anybody who has to like go digging into an engine like that, my recommendation certainly is to get, at least at this yard here that I just came from, they have like the cranes already on site. They're their own cranes. And you can just lift up the engine after you unbolt the two bolts for the motor mounts, and then you're able to lift up that engine pretty good. And then you are able to get into all of the bolts for the pan. It's kind of a pain because there's a couple different size bolts, but once you're able to get in there and get them all out, you drop the pan down. Don't get yourself covered with oil and coolant, because that's really a pain. I got covered with both. And then yeah, you can just jack up the engine and then cut out the subframe that's in front right there. And then if it's a problem, you can cut out the, a lot of these cars have front end collisions. I wonder if that's just vehicles in general that they have front end collisions in, but so many that I found there and my own have had front end collisions. Anyways, so yeah, you just cut out that subframe and then you're able to slide that pan out of there. And it really wasn't a problem once I got the subframe out. I was trying to figure it out, scratching my head, and it turns out just sawzall and rim, that's it. So we're on the way back to the house now. We're gonna keep on going with doing the bottom end, but I'll catch back up with you guys. All right, I am back in my garage with a change of clothes after I showered. So let me give you guys a rundown of what happened here. So I was tightening the connecting rod bolts, and I accidentally used the measurement on my torque wrench for foot-pounds instead of Newton meters. So I tightened the connecting rod bolts 25% too tight. Only 4. I replaced those 4, and then I have some extras laying around just in case something happens for whatever reason. I don't know why I would need them. I also grabbed some crank rod bolts, and I also grabbed the oil pump sprocket off that, because might as well, I guess. I don't know. It was dangling there, and I was like, ooh, and that was it. So I grabbed those things, replaced 4 bolts in this. Don't do what I did, okay? Double check and make sure that you're using Newton meters or foot pounds when you mean to be using Newton meters or foot pounds, okay? It's a dumb and easy mistake to make. Dumb and easy. I just wish the whole world was on metric so we didn't have to use, you know, conversion systems. It's the dumbest thing ever that we have 2 different systems and America wants to use miles and feet and gallons when the metric system is just so divine and beautiful. I don't know, I go on rants. Okay, so anyways, that's that. And because you guys stuck around to the end of the video, I have a surprise for you. Check this out. Look at that. Sneak peek of the block, all assembled. Oh yeah. No stretch bolts on this. Just look at that. Let's take a look underneath too. There you go. There's a piston. Oh yeah. All right, guys. Leave a like if you like this. Leave a comment down below if you got questions or if you just got something to say, because I'd love to hear it. And I will see you next time.